Bouncing off conflicts. Let's say we have a guy here. His name is Pete. He has an old aunt. Each week she asks him to move her lawn, and so he does. But he hates it. Each week he tells himself this is the last time, and he's never going to do it again. Come next week, and the same thing happens. Why does he do it? Well, like most of us, Pete tries to avoid conflicts. And by simply moving the lawn, Pete's aunt is happy. Pete's family is happy and finds that Pete acts responsibly and avoiding conflicts. In a societal respect, he indeed avoided a conflict, but when he hates doing so, has he then really avoided the conflict? Let us take a closer look at the actions and reactions here. From where does the problem originate? Pete's aunt always loved doing her garden. She loves keeping everything as it has always been. Now she cannot do her gardening anymore, and she cannot accept the fact that her physical state doesn't support such a garden. She hates to see it deteriorate. This is the initial conflict. Instinctively, she knows that she has to solve it. Hence, she turns to Pete and hands the conflict over to him. And voila, she is conflict-free. So, what could Pete do to deter the conflict? As it is not his, he may return it to sender, his aunt. He can do so with some good advice. How about buying a robotic lawnmower, paying a gardener, or moving to an apartment without a lawn? In this way, Pete can return the conflict to his aunt without being mean. In fact, it would be an expression of his loving concern. By simply continuing to move Auntie's lawn, he actually artificially keeps her in the false belief that she is not getting weaker. Someday she will then hit the wall way harder than if he helped her solve her own conflicts, as she still has the means. Taking others' conflicts is not nice, nor kind. It is not an expression of empathy or love. Inevitably, it will drain you, and the one you try to help is restricted from taking responsibility for his own course. Taking others' responsibility is actually theft. By handing the conflict back where it belongs, Pete not only keeps himself happy and thriving, but his aunt too. What is good for one is good for all.